Hi everyone, welcome back to Praise Shop Cruise. My name is Itiri. Today I have another exciting paper craft magazine to flip through for you all. I just purchased this magazine by Paper Love called Enchanted Kingdom. I purchased it from Barnes& and Noble. These should be in your local Barnes& and Noble if they haven't been sold out. And I believe you can find it on the Barnes& and Noble website online. These are all in one paper craft magazines that include stationery, gift wrap, stickers, posters, and more. As you can see, this is actually one of my favorite ones. I've purchased quite a few since I've been on this paper magazine journey. I've just fallen so in love with them. I love the idea of having all your paper crafting dreams in one book and being able to use a theme for scrapbooking. This one has 160 tear off pages for writing, crafting, and sharing. I'm going to flip through this book and show you the pages and punch out the items that are in the pages and try to explain how things look and feel, just in case you haven't had an opportunity to flip through this. Right now at Barnes & Noble, this is $30. This was published by Inside Edition and it is by Paper Love. And this is Enchanted Kingdom, where the magic and romance of fantasy realms come to life in this paper collection. This is quite beautiful. This is definitely one of my favorite ones that I've purchased so far. And so when you open it, you can feel the embossing on the other side of the cover. I believe in completely tearing these books apart when you craft with them. So, everything is up for grabs with this book, in my opinion. There's going to be perforated lines throughout the entire book. And these first beginning like notebooks pages, they're not super thin. They have a little bit of gloss on them, but they're a nice weight. And you can see that enchanted theme flowing through with the castles and the princes and the knights and shining armor. And these first few notes pages can be used as scrapbooking pages or to create your own notebook. And they do have a little bit of a gloss. And then we get into the envelope pages where you can cut out this envelope pattern and fold it into an envelope. And these are front and back. So the inside of your envelope would have a design, depending on however you folded it. I love that idea. And then we get into more notebook, sort of glossy pages, more envelope cutouts here. And then we have some stickers. So we get into our first page of stickers. And you can use these stickers to seal your envelopes in the back, or you can just use these stickers to do whatever you want to with. You don't have to just use them to seal envelopes. Then the next thing we get into is the postcards. I think this is really neat. So this is heavier weight cardstock, and these are postcards that you can easily break apart and actually mail and use as a postcard. I will be using these for junk journaling or creative art journaling. I'm not going to be mailing these out. I love all of these pictures. And everything does look like sort of the Hobbit world or the princess world. It's kind of a mixture to me of like hobbits and dwarfs and princesses and enchantment and a little bit of goth. It's a little bit of all of it. You have more postcards. And then, so this page is another page of postcards, but then you have this page, which is another card page, but no postcard on the back there. So you just have these icons and no postcard on the back. And then we get into some really neat just pictures that you can use in your scrapbooking and storytelling. Different arts pages. These do have a small shine, a small gloss on them. The paper feels really good. I absolutely love these. So with these next few pages, they're saying that you can create a gallery wall. So these are like poster pages. They're very heavy. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but very heavyweight paper here. And you could frame these and put these on your wall. I'm not going to be doing that. These would make great journal covers and book covers because of the weight of the paper. Yeah, these are very heavyweight. You can even color and sketch on top of this. And then we get back to some of the glossier paper here. And you can use these cutouts in art journaling and scrapbooking, and just cut or hand rip. The paper is a nice weight. It's not super thin, but it still is a weight where you could hand rip if you wanted to. And then we have these punch outs, which I love. I love these punch outs in these paper magazine books, the bookmark punch outs. You can use these as bookmarks. You can do tag flips with these, put your own embellishments. These are glossy, a nice weight cardstock. You can make a really nice tag flip if you're into the crafting. Then we have some pages that you can color here. These are really pretty. Again, every page has something on the front and back, so you can choose how you would like to use them. We have a princess there, some coloring book pages, and then we have some more stickers that you can use not only in crafting, but in planner spreads. If you're also into that, go on over to Itiri TV and follow me there, where I talk all things crafty and planning and craft hauls. These are more just regular, kind of glossy, has that little bit of shine of scrapbooking papers that you can use for anything. And then I think we're about to get to some wrapping paper. So let's go ahead and, excuse me, pop this open. So yeah, we've got 2 pages of nice size wrapping paper. This folds all the way out. Okay, you could wrap a nice size small to medium present with these wrapping papers. And this is true wrapping paper. Very pretty. Okay. So they give you 2 nice size sheets of wrapping paper. And you don't have to use it as wrapping paper. You can use it to tear with your hands and put in your creative art journaling. That's what I'll most likely do. You have these circle punch outs. You could also use these for tag making, tag flips, or embellishments. You have front and back here. Then you have more of the circles. So these could be all the tags in your tag flip. If you're making a tag flip, just punch holes at the top, put it on a little circle keychain and put embellishments and just have a flip of decorative tags. You have more scrapbooking pages here that you can use to cover your art journals or to cover your art journaling pages. I'm really excited to hand rip some of these and just kind of collage the different designs across my journals. We have some name tag stickers here. You can use them as name tag stickers, or you can just use them however you want to use them. But they would be good for name tags. Looks like we got more wrapping paper here. Again, these books are $30 right now at Barnes & Noble. This Enchanted one, there was not a lot of these on my shelf, on my Barnes & Noble shelf, so the Enchanted ones are selling pretty quickly. This is definitely one of my favorite ones. We have the crow wrapping paper here, and we have the dark roses here. It's giving very goth, very Enchanted Kingdom, but also very goth. You could even take it a punk rock if you wanted to. You could do a lot of different themes with this book. Then we have some washi tape strips, which I'm very excited about. I love these washi tape strips. Look at that. These are dragons. I love the dragons and other mystical characters. Then we do have some true tags, some smaller tags. You could use these as your tag base and add your own other embellishments and stickers, or you can just use these as embellishments in your creative journaling. And everything just punches out, but these are tags. They have the to and the from. I'm rough with my papers, so I ripped mine, but I don't really care because I'm planning to just use all of this in a form of creative art journaling. So it's my book, my business. Here's more tags. These are gorgeous. They give you a lot of tags. It's a third page of smaller tags here. You have to and from on the back of all of them. Then we have some more punch out cards. Okay. And these are not postcards. They don't have any to and from on the back. You can just use them for whatever. You can use all of this however you want to use it. And these are heavier weight cardstock as well. We have some more envelope cutouts. I love that they give you the pattern of the envelope. You would just cut this out, fold the flaps, and then fold this up, and then you have your envelope. I'll be doing some videos in the future of probably folding some of these envelopes. So stay tuned for that. Then we have more scrapbooking papers. These are just scrapbooking papers. More envelope cutouts. I love that you have front and back for the envelope, however you choose to use it. More envelope page cutouts here and scrapbooking paper. And again, all these papers, you can see that perforated line there. So you can just tear these pages right on out. This was published in 2025 by Inside Editions. Love that page. Look at that. Looks like we have something else at the end here. So this is not necessarily wrapping paper. This is a poster. This is a little bit firmer and less glossy than your wrapping paper. This is a poster that you could hang on your wall and frame. This would be great if you have like different little art rooms in your home or different rooms you're decorating for a theme. But I'm most likely going to rip this up and tear it apart. You could also use this as journal covers because of the weight of the paper. And that is Paper Love Enchanted Kingdom. Let me know if you guys like this one in the comments. Let me know if this is something you would buy for 30 bucks. You don't really need anything else if you're just doing some creative journaling with this. You know, get you some pop dots to pop up the tags and give them dimension. You could add other stickers if you want to, pull out your markers and color, and you can really just use this book and create your own art journaling and scrapbooking. I love this one. This is one of my favorites. Thank you for watching. If you made it to the end, go ahead and put a castle or a horse in the comments and be looking out for more paper magazine, scrapbook magazine, all-in-one magazine flip throughs because I have a lot more coming soon, guys. Thanks. See you real soon. Bye.